The one skill that literally changed my career and rippled into my personal life. It's not just about what you say. Statistically, communication is 55% body language, 38% tone of voice, and 7% actual word. Wait, what? How is what I'm actually saying the least important thing in me communicating with someone? Hi, my name is Rarity Shane Tech, and welcome to the second series on soft skills, effective communication. Wait a minute. Did we hear the statistical report? Yeah, I was crazily surprised too, but it is true. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me. While I was starting off in my career, I was in charge of managing the team, and I had to get feedbacks from team members. I had to track them and make sure that they were always getting their tasks done before deadline promptly. And one of these days, I had to get feedback from a team member who was kind of slacking on what they had to do at the time. And then, so we couldn't talk physically, so we had to speak virtually. And I call and I'm like, oh, hi, how you doing? How's your day? And all of the pleasantries were done. And I got into it straight. And I'm like, oh, you've not been able to deliver on this. I've not been able to deliver on that. Yappy, yappy, yap, yap, yap. And immediately I was done. The first thing they did was tune up their voice, and it was so bad. They were literally, I felt like, in fact, they were almost literally shouting at me. And because of that, I was so distracted that I literally couldn't pick what they were saying was the issue to why they couldn't do what they wanted to do at the time, because I already felt immediately offended because the tune of their voice were so bad. But after that day, it turns out that they were speaking loudly because where they were at was quite noisy at a construction area, and so they couldn't but not tune up their voice so that they could communicate to me. But what they didn't know was that I didn't perceive it as that. To me, it wasn't communication. I wasn't being communicated to. So that's the importance of tune of your voice. I mean, you can try it. When you want to say something, say it in high-pitched voice, and then say it in a low-pitched voice. When you speak in a low-pitched voice, it could be taken as you're speaking from a place of low self-esteem. When you speak in a high-pitched voice, it could be taken as you're speaking from a place of arrogance, and that's not good. You don't want to be seen as someone with low self-esteem, and you don't want to be seen as someone who's arrogant. So you need to learn to modulate your voice to just be perfect. And of course, with practice, you get there. It's not something you were born with or you just grow into it. No one actually becomes this person who is effective in communicating. And for someone who wants to work in a team or with people, you need to learn to modulate your voice. You don't want your boss thinking that you're shouting at him, right? I mean, now talking about body language, when you're trying to talk to people, you have to maintain a posture that you're comfortable with. You shouldn't speak with your head down so people don't see you coming off as someone who isn't very confident in themselves or what they're saying. You don't want to have your head up because, of course, that's going to be very uncomfortable for you. You just want to have a posture that actually, first off, is comfortable for you, and then you'll be able to maintain that posture in delivering your message. Imagine you were going to deliver a team presentation. I mean, you're putting on heels, you're looking so elegant, and of course, you don't want to stand one-sided on one leg, putting all your weight on one leg. That would make you feel very uncomfortable, and you won't be able to deliver that very properly. You see the picture I'm painting, right? So you need to always maintain a posture that is first off comfortable with you and doesn't give off any signals of discomfort at all, because people can sense these things. And in as much as the actual words you say are 7%, they are actually very important. You want to make sure that you're speaking nicely and using kind words to people, not only in the office place, but also in your personal life. I mean, learning about this thing actually changed a lot of things for me too in my personal life. I mean, first time when people are trying to talk to me, I first of all also want to understand where they are and also be able to teach them that, oh, though your tune was too pitched up and I couldn't really feel you communicating with me on this issue because of that. And of course, this brings us to the end of this series. I hope you learned something. So next time you're trying to communicate with someone, practice these few things. Make sure you have your voice modulated, you tune of your voice modulated, and you have a posture that you're comfortable with and you are comfortable, and you're actually using the right words, nice, kind words, and not in any way arrogant. Thank you for staying to this point of the video. See you in our next series. Remember, it's not just about what you say, it's about how every other part of your body is communicating what you're saying. That's when you're effectively communicating with someone. Follow, subscribe, because I'll be posting a new series every week. You don't want to miss it. See you in our next video.